you don't need to feel guilty when you're not busy or extremely busy. You shouldn't take advantage of that. And maybe if you feel guilty, it would be good to look at the reasons why you feel guilty. Like, is there any like emotional issue that you don't want to address, or like some discomfort you don't want to feel? It's worth looking at those things too. Why do I have to be constantly busy? Am I trying to escape from something or not deal with a certain situation?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm Veronique.
And I'm Silvia.
Welcome to the High Vibes and the Mind podcast,
where multicultural moms connect. Hi everyone, welcome back to the show, High Vibes and a Mic. I'm Silvia and I'm here with Veronique. How are you, Vero?
I'm good. I'm pumped up today. How are you, Silvia?
Good. Good. And today we're going to discuss something that I'm sure everyone deals with it, being busy, constantly busy, and the negative side of being constantly busy. Because for everything else, there is always a negative side and a negative side of things. And when you're constantly busy every day of your life or seeking to be busy all the time, that might be a sign there's something going on that you really don't want to address. So we want to talk about what that could be and what are the signs that being busy is not doing you any good anymore. It's just trying to hide feelings and emotions and things like that. So for you, Veronique, what do you think about being busy, constantly busy, like, from 6 a.m. to, I don't know, midnight, or like that feeling of always being busy? What does that bring to you in your mind?
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is I remember a few years ago, I went back to school for my master and I was working full time. Thank God I didn't have my second one. Christina had my daughter. She was like 8 years old, the husband, the house, and I didn't have any time to breathe. So the first thing that would come to my mind would be like a burnout. I was burnt out in the first semester, and that was just pre-COVID, by the way. That was the year of pre-COVID. And the first semester, I remember I was working we will wake up at 7 a.m. to get ready, go to school, go to work. So I was from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., midnight, but non-stop. Walking, driving, taking care of the kid, taking care of the cooking, everything, working full time. And then I had to read my books and work on my studies and everything non-stop. After 3 months, I just got sick. My health was like, my body was like, you know what, we can't do that anymore. You don't sleep enough or you're too stressed out also. I couldn't even rest during the weekend. I was constantly busy. And I don't even remember if I was seeing my friends back then, but I just got sick. So I was burnt out. It attacked my body. And I had never been sick like that in my life. I think you remember I told you about that. I was 2 weeks out in a bed, couldn't even move. And I'd never been sick like that in my life. So I think it's because I was way, way too much busy. I don't know if it happened to you to be burned out like that anytime you had like a sequence in your life when that happened to you and you just got sick because you were too busy.
Yeah, it becomes all stress in the end, right? And then
let's stop in the stress. Definitely. My body telling me, no girl, you need to stop. That was way too much.
And the thing is, like, nowadays, I mean, it's always been like that, but depends on where you live as well. I think in Brazil is less than here in the US. But the culture is for, if you're busy, that means you are successful, you're achieving things, you're being productive. And so there's always that idea of like, people sometimes don't even think about it. They just say like, oh, I'm so busy. Yeah, I'm like, I didn't stop today. I'm doing this and this, because you expect the other person to react like, wow, that's good. Like you're being productive, or you're doing something. Or like women who are at work and with family as well, they always saying like they're super busy. and they can barely sleep. Like I have friends who say they don't sleep well because they're busy at work and they have to take care of their families, and they're constantly busy. But at the same time, there's no movements to make that change, like to like, okay, I have to cut off some things and like try to organize myself better, or like maybe work less so that I can have a good quality of life. No, there's always, every time we talk, there's always a complaint, but it's always the same thing. It never changes. Like I'm just busy, I can't sleep, and I'm miserable, but it is what it is. But there is that pressure from society, really. Like if you say like, no, I'm not actually that busy, then it sounds like you're not doing anything. But
Uh,
maybe that could be that you know how to manage your time better.
yeah.
That's something I always thought too. Like I had this boss a long time ago, and I remember she always was saying that she was so busy. But what I could get from her, it wasn't that she was a super qualified person. It was just that she was disorganized, and she couldn't have her things, like in order and what she was supposed to do. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you always being so chaotic and busy? And
Yeah.
you know, so like you can come across you just not being able to have things organized and planned out for you, and then you just lose control and you become crazy busy.
And also, you can delegate. That's the thing, like your boss, or even in my personal life, I had to learn how to delegate. And I think it was for one of my birthdays, I told Pascal, you know what? And at that time, I was still working full time, kids and everything. And I told my husband, listen, I don't want any more gift from you for my birthday ever. I just want a cleaning lady. That's all I need. I need somebody to come and help me clean that house because that takes way too much time. And now with a toddler, it's even worse. I think I would need like a maid that come every day, but that's not going to happen, obviously. But I remember like a few years ago, I said, because we moved from a condo to a house, and I was like, there's no way I'm going, because I know he's not going to do it. He's too busy. So that will fall on my shoulders for sure. And I told him, I don't want any birthday gift ever. I don't need any birthday gift. I'm fine. Just let me hire somebody to help me like once every 2 weeks or whatever to do the big thing we need to clean, because I need to delegate some stuff. There's no way I can, take that on my own. So
I
sometimes,
know.
if you're very busy, you need to delegate sometimes some tasks.
Yeah, ask for help at home, definitely. Yeah, if you're feeling like you're doing too much. Like when I know I have everything like under control that I can handle it, I'll do it. But if it's too much, then especially with like dishes, things around the house or backyard, like something that, like I said, like I tell Patrick, like, no, you're gonna take care of the backyard. I'm not involved in picking up dog poop. That's not gonna be my thing. I take care of the house inside, and outside is with you. Like you're just gonna do it. But I try to really plan my day, like especially because I feel like sometimes I forget what I have to do. And I feel like sometimes I do forget. It's becoming more recurrent now. So I just try to like put things on the calendar. Google Calendar is so good. Before I was kind of like resisting online calendar, but nowadays it saves me.
Really?
I just
No.
Yeah, it really
I love
helps
it
me a
because
lot.
he had this automatic alarm 30 minutes before. I love it because I will forget dentist appointment. I will forget a lot of stuff. If it wasn't for that alarm, it would tell me, you have blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. Even sometimes like date stuff. Going out for something like, sometimes I pay for a concert or something like 2 months in advance. I forget I pay for that. We're supposed to go out or whatever. And that's why I always look at my calendar. Like every morning I look at my calendar. What's for today? Okay. Oh, we have to go out. We're going out tonight or something like that. Because if you buy a ticket for something 2 months in advance, you're not gonna remember.
Yeah.
There's no way.
You're not gonna remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is also the side that people sometimes like to, even when they don't need to be busy, they're gonna find ways to be busy. Just to, from what I could see, also it's from like a way to escape from just looking into their own lives. You know what I mean? Like you can be like, it's okay not to be busy as well. It's okay to relax, sit down, read a book, or watch some TV, just go for a walk, like something that it doesn't involve like work or like household chores, things like that. it's okay to just not do anything if you want to. Like sometimes I feel like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a nap right now. I'm just gonna take a power nap
Yeah,
in the
of
middle, like when the
course.
kids are all over the place, when they're already home. I said, you know what? I don't know. I'm feeling tired right now. I'm gonna take a nap, and then I just take a power nap, like 30-minute nap, and it really helps me. Just after that, I'm like full of energy again. Just sometimes that's all that you need. Just taking that break. So you don't need to feel guilty when you're not busy or extremely busy. You should take advantage of that. And maybe if you feel guilty, it would be good to look at the reasons why you feel guilty. Like, is there any
Yeah.
like emotional issue that you don't want to address, or like some discomfort you don't want to feel? It's worth looking at those things too. Why do I have to be constantly busy? Am I trying to escape from something or not deal with a certain situation?
Yeah. It could be like a lack of self-care, right? You will not prioritize yourself. You're always busy doing stuff for other people. Also, sometimes not even for you, for other
Mm-hmm.
people in the house, for your boss or for your friends or whatever, and you don't take care of yourself. And one day you look up and you have bags under your eyes and your nails are disgusting and your hair are gray. You haven't done your color in 3 weeks.
Yeah, in 3 weeks, no, not acceptable.
So sorry. So yeah, when you take care of yourself, you have to need sometimes, for proper rest, good nutrition, relaxation. Like Silvia said, read a book. It's very important. So, I mean, it's good to have to fill your day with important stuff you have to do. We all have stuff to do anyway during the day, but you still need to have time to relax and breathe a little, because you can have a breakdown being busy like that. You can have a breakdown. You could just one day stop like this and not be able to. I heard, people saying that one day they just stopped talking because the brain just like exploded. Like they
Mm-hmm.
couldn't do anything. They were like, okay, I'm completely. I need to see a doctor now because my brain is not functioning anymore because of the burnout and the
Yeah.
tiredness. Because always being busy or traveling a lot. Some people are traveling all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend. I don't know if you have one, but she's always traveling all the time, and she works for an airline, so it's easier for her, of course, to travel. But sometimes I'm like, don't you want to stay a little bit in your house, or I don't know, like take care of your plants? Who's
I
taking care of your
know.
plants?
Yeah.
You're not there. Yeah,
Yeah. What
you don't
would
have to
they?
travel every
Because
month.
that could be a way also to avoid addressing, I don't know, relationship problems or like some personal conflicts. Because you're when it's extreme like that, then I feel like you're trying to escape from something, or you just don't want to deal with your own thoughts, your own emotions. If you don't feel comfortable being at home by yourself or just doing nothing, even for like an hour, then there's something more going on that would be worth definitely looking at it. Because yeah, you should be okay being on your own and feeling okay as well. Feel like, okay, I deserve this time just for myself and without anyone bothering me, or like without me doing anything. It's okay. So if when you are just like on that go 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 go, then definitely there might something else going on there underneath.
Yeah.
Underlying condition, emotional condition, I would
Sorry.
say. Yeah.
Personally, for me, as long I'm not really good at being alone, but so as long as it's not lasting a long time, I'll be fine doing my own things and being alone. I mean, I've been on vacation, something when I used to work for airlines. Took a ticket once, went to Miami on my own, just alone for a week. I was fine with that. But I remember when I met my husband, he was telling me sometime he wasn't seeing his friends for a while. He liked to take his motorcycle, go do his own stuff. And I asked him, so you don't mind not seeing your friend for a long time or not having a girlfriend for a long time? And he told me, no, because I'm very happy with myself. I'm very content with myself. And he said something to me, said, as long as you're not happy with yourself, with your own self, you won't be happy with somebody else. You need to first be happy with yourself. And I'm telling you, that's why I said, I'm older than him, but he's really an old soul. I was like, wow, that's profound. That's profound. And that's true. You need to be, I mean, people know that by now, but you need to be happy with yourself first before you find somebody else. And before I met him, I had that period of time also. I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be alone. And I remember I was always doing stuff, busy all the time, because
Uh-huh.
afraid of solitude, afraid of
Yeah,
being
it's
alone.
being the afraid of being alone and being in your own thoughts too. Because once you
Oh,
are alone, you
oh
stop.
yeah.
Then that's when the thoughts start, and that's when you can like, oh no. So you just run away from that. You go, I don't know, go shopping. You go spend money somewhere. And remember when especially during like breakups, things like that, I would get so upset and like, okay, I can't stay at home. I have to go. I have to go
Yeah.
somewhere. I have no place to go. All my friends are busy, and I could
Mm-hmm.
not stand being by myself in the house. I had to go somewhere. I would go where? Shopping and spend the money that I didn't have at the time on clothes, emotional buying, emotional shopping, that type of thing.
Yes.
So sometimes it's good if you can actually pass that fear and that discomfort. Just say like, it's
Mm-hmm.
okay. I'm gonna feel a little discomfort and I'm not gonna enjoy, but I can do it. I can be by myself for a little bit. It's fine. Not obviously not all the time, unless if you really enjoy it. Just being by yourself for like one day, or you can, if you put your mind to it, you can do it, and it's not gonna drive you crazy, and you're probably gonna save money because you're not gonna buy stupid things because just you went out and you decided to spend. Or it's just like sometimes it would be good too for you to see what you're dealing with. Like why do I feel this way? Why am I dealing with this situation? You have to slow down and stop, and so that you can actually see what's going on with your life. Not just like
Yeah.
go and just you ignore all your feelings, you ignore the drama and the problems that you have in your life, like try to hide it. At some point it's gonna face you, want it or not. Sometimes like, okay, you don't want to see it, I'm gonna show you right now. Life is like that. It's gonna put it right in front of your face. So if you get that call of just not doing anything, don't do anything. It's okay. Don't feel
Yeah.
guilty. Like, I think that's the main idea. Don't feel guilty for not being constantly busy. You don't need to be working from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., working overtime. Like, oh, I work overtime every day. Like, I'm sorry, it sounds like a miserable life to me. Like, you
Yeah.
don't think like you were like, it doesn't sound, or like when we were on vacation recently too, this other person couldn't enjoy being in the pool with us, had to be like always on the phone. And
Oh.
he took days off. I'm like, are you on your day off or are you still working? And it's like,
Mm.
can you just break from that? Like, be able to separate so that you can have your work life and your personal life balance, because it's not happiness. It doesn't look like it is, like it's just constantly, it's just, you don't even stop to think what's going on in your life. You have time to breathe and see like, wait a minute, years are going by, days are going by, and I don't have time for myself, for my family, for anything.
Yeah.
So, it's good to have those things checked, stop, think, reflect, and go and make assessments.
And some people also they can stay busy maybe to stay away from other people. They don't
Yeah.
want to be in a relationship, or they don't want to connect with other people. So it's easier to
Oh,
say, "Oh,
yeah.
I'm too busy. I'm too busy to have a relationship, or I'm too busy I won't be able to have kids. My life is too busy, so I won't have the time to raise kids, or
Mm-hmm.
I don't have time for a man or a woman right now." Or I have a friend like that. I think that's her biggest excuse. She's too busy, the career, so she cannot commit to somebody. But
Mm-hmm. And she
I think it's
probably
an
thinks it
excuse.
sounds really good, right? Like, I'm busy, so she probably feels like it's a good thing.
I
But
think it's
then,
sad because when you go home, who's waiting for you? Nobody.
yeah,
And she's beautiful. She
exactly.
could have anybody she wants. But I think there's another underlying issue, I guess, that
Yeah.
I don't know about. But she's too busy to find someone.
Yeah.
One
She
thing I
doesn't
must
want
say
to
though,
look.
yeah. One thing I must say though, sometimes when you're not enough busy, I know we're supposed to talk about the negative side, but you just made me think of a story. I was really busy at this time of my life. I just got married with Pascal, and I think I was taking some classes also, and I had a full-time job, so I was kind of busy. And one of my friends wasn't doing anything and he got into a car accident. So he called me, told me, oh, I got into a car accident. And I was like, oh, are you okay? He's like, yeah, everything was fine. So we hung up the phone, and he was living in England. I was living in America. And then, I went out, with my life. You told me you were okay. You didn't have any car accidents. But I think he had nothing to do all day, and he was just counting the days for me to call him back.
What?
Telling you. And at that time, for real, I was really busy. I didn't just think, I didn't think much of it. I'm like, okay, it's fine. And one day he just called me out of the blue. Oh, man. Do you know it's been 22 days? You never called me back. I told you I was in a car accident and you never called me. I was like, dude, you have way too much time in your hands. You have way too much time in your hands. If you're counting the days, I haven't called you back. I don't even know the last time you called me. I don't even remember. So get busy. You get busy doing something else.
I mean, that's another extreme. Not doing anything all day long. That's
anything at
a miserable life.
Okay, we need a good balance here. Okay, not too busy to get a burnout, but busy enough that you don't have to count the minute that people don't call you back. Okay.
Well, wait, he didn't work. He didn't do anything.
I think he was between jobs. Yeah, I think he was between jobs at that time because there's no way he was thinking about me. He wasn't doing anything. I think he was between jobs.
And counting the days that he didn't call him
back. Counting the days. It's like, you haven't called me in 22 days or what? He told me like a number. I'm like, what? Are you counting? Because I remember we talked to each other, a few weeks ago. I don't remember exactly when, but he was counting the days. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we need you need a good balance.
Yeah, just a good balance, and it's just it's good to be aware that when you are constantly you're just saying that you're always busy. Not always a good. It's a good thing to say. Like some people might look at you like, whoa, that sucks. Because one thing is to have your life under control. Like I have my business, my work, and my family, and it's good. It's things are going fine. But when you're just saying all the time that you're busy like that, it's just it's definitely not a good thing. I don't think it is. For me, I just feel like, wow, you're.
Yeah, I think for some people also it's a way to control your life. You know what you can do, you know what you're supposed to do during the day, and nothing, that's not supposed to happen is not going to happen because you're concentrated on something. That's what you're doing right now, and you're very busy, and that's something you can control. So some people are very controlling.
They feel like they have control of their lives when they're busy like that.
Yes.
Yeah? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Because
nobody has any control over.
That's something you cannot do. Yeah, you don't have really control of your life.
I'm sorry to give that to you,
anything can happen.
Anything can happen, and then it's like, well, what have I done? Nothing. You're just working nonstop, avoiding people, relationships, avoiding to live actually. So how about smelling the flowers and enjoying the beauty outside? Those things are good, you can't slow down on the pace. It's okay to slow down. Other cultures do that way more. I think here in the US, it's just that go mentality for men and women. Women cannot stay at home with their kids, and then they're going to be judged oh, what are you doing? You have to be working, you have to be doing this, you gotta, and it's too much, It's too much. It would be good to change it up a little bit. Get more relax a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
go to the beach.
I grew up in France, and we're all about relaxing. That burnout stuff, I think, it's new for people with big jobs, I guess. But I grew up in France, and the most important things for French people is their vacation. When are we getting on vacation? You have 4 to 5 weeks vacation fully paid, and I'm telling you, you're going to find those people everywhere in the world because they like to travel. So, especially people in Europe. So, it's really important to to relax.
And in Brazil, it's also the holidays. There are I don't even know how many holidays per year, and the people just do if it's a Thursday, it's going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then the next month there is another holiday. It's like a religious holiday. Anything you can imagine, anything. It's a holiday. So people take 1 month vacation plus all the holidays plus
Oh yeah.
Carnival, which is almost a week of nothing. So yeah, Brazilians can't complain about not having enough time to rest. I'll tell you that. Maybe so much
Oh,
rest. There is an extreme in Brazil.
in
They
France,
relax way too much.
in France, we just joke about the month of May, saying it's like it's like a Swiss cheese, with hole in it. Because in May we have, I think half of the month is holidays. In that month, half of it is, everything is in there. The religion, the equivalent of what's September 1st.
Labor
Labor
May
Day
1st,
is in
right?
there. May
Yeah.
1st, yeah, is in
In
there.
Brazil,
Everything
the
is in
same.
there. Easter, everything is in there. So in May, French people, I think they take a lot of vacation, because you just put them together with your own vacation and you have the whole month for free.
I remember I worked when I was still in Rio, and I found this temporary job position to work for. It was HP actually there in Rio, and it was literally for, I think, 2 months, because the guy that I was replacing was going on vacation, but you won't believe it. So he had a month of like 30 days. Then he also added the carnival days, which is like 5 days. So we can just like add like 5 more days. He was gone for a month and a half for vacation.
That's
Because he
nice.
put all the days together. So since he was very busy, like with the whole thing, I had to be there maybe 2 weeks earlier to learn everything, and then took over for his month and a half away. So only Brazil. There's no way you're gonna see someone like just being gone from a company all that time, like having the longest vacation ever. But they do that in Brazil. It's just they
So
put everything together, combine, and disappear.
in Brazil, the carnival is official holiday. You can just have those days off.
Yeah,
It's like it's part of your package. I mean, when you start a
it's
job,
part of the
you have
package.
yeah.
Yeah, you have, because Mardi Gras, which is a Tuesday, right? Fat Tuesday is a holiday. But then you
Okay.
have Monday. What do you think is going to happen that Monday? Most of the companies, they just, do the whole thing. It's like, so you have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And then on
Tuesday. Okay.
Wednesday, Ash Wednesday is also, it's a half holiday. Most of the companies, they give you that day, but
Okay.
others, no. Like my uncle had to work that day, like half day. So it's basically 5 days. But some
Okay.
places they barely function that week, because it's like people on the streets partying, and
Yeah.
you don't really work. Even the pre-carnival week is already bad enough, because you're preparing for carnival. So Thursday before carnival, Friday, it's all parties everywhere. So yeah, it's kind of it's weird. I feel like it's a weird 2 week time that you just don't really work that much. People
I mean,
pretend
that's good
you.
for us that we were born in different countries, where we can bring a little bit of our culture here, and
Yeah,
reap all the benefit. Be busy when we're supposed to be busy, and know when we're supposed to relax a little bit, because we
yeah,
already know how to do this.
yeah. We've seen it all. We're both sides, the crazy
Yeah.
busy and the not so busy side.
Yeah.
The culturally speaking.
Yeah. Too busy
So I
doesn't work
guess
for
this is
me.
it, huh? I think we
Yeah.
covered it all about the negative sides of being busy. It's good to just maybe reflect a little bit about that, why you think you need to be busy all the time. If you feel you need a break, take a break. Don't feel guilty, and understand that it's fine. Countries like Brazil and France, they enjoy their time,
Yeah.
with friends and family, and just having a good life. It's good.
Smell the
The
flowers.
work and life balance, right? Yeah.
Yes. It's always the same thing that comes back all the time. Some have a good, life balance and good habits, in your life. So yeah. So don't forget to share, your thoughts with us. We have a Facebook page, a group that you can join. We're on Instagram and on YouTube, where we post our clips. All the links are on the show notes. So if you just want to reach us, you can also leave a message, right? On our page, on our blog, we have somewhere you can leave a voicemail if you want to talk to us. So please do. We'll be happy to know what you think about the show.
Yeah, check out our blog. Yeah, definitely check out the blog, and you can leave a message there. So please do it, and then we're going to respond, and we'll give your name also if you want to during one of our episodes.
Okay, thank you, and we talk to you next time.
Bye, guys. Talk to you later. Bye. Take care.
Thank you for tuning in to High Vibes on the Mic. Until next time, laugh hard, stay silly, and never forget to bring your sense of humor. Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.